Right, guys, we're going to have a look at formula today. So, yeah, some of you guys struggled with formula in previous exam questions, so I'm just going to hopefully clear things up with formula. Okay, so the idea of formula is use the formula to solve the problem. Okay, so they normally give you a whole story about what something is, and then you have to go and find what the letters is and stick it in the formula. Okay, so what I've done here, I just had three simple letters: A equals 8, B equals 2, and C equals 5. Right, so if my first question is I want to find what J is. So J could be anything, it could be the amount of jam jars, it could be the amount of joules, it could be the amount of anything. Okay, so in this formula to find J, we just replace A with 8 plus B is 2 plus C is 5, and that equals 8 and 2 is 10 and 5 is 15. Okay, look. Right, so I could have a different formula then. So say if I had A, B, C, AB plus C. Right, now in this case here, right, you have A, B together, and then you have to add on C. Okay, so in a formula, this is important now, in a formula, when things come together like that, right, you don't do this, right? This is wrong. You don't do this. B, A is 8, B is 2, plus C is 5. Right, that's wrong. That AB is not 82, right? What you do with that is you make A8, and when things are together in a formula, it means you multiply by B, which is 2, and then you add on C, which is 5. Okay, right. So 8 twos are 16, 16 plus 5 equals 21. Okay, doke. Right, now this one here is a wee bit different here. What I've done in this one here, I've made A plus B, C. And the reason why this one's a wee bit different is this one can actually catch you out. So what I'll do, I'll replace the numbers first. So A is equal to, one more. A is equal to 8 plus B is 2, and then C is 5. So you multiply it by 5. Okie doke. Right, now you would think that you would do the sum as 8 plus 2 is 10, 5 tens are 50, right? But in mathematics, what's done here first is the law of BODMAS, right? Which means that anything in brackets is done first. I'll write it down here, BODMAS, BODMAS, and that just means that anything with brackets is done first. There's nothing with brackets. And order means anything to the power of, as in 3 squared, is done next. D is division and multiplication. They're given the same weighting, okay? And then AS is addition and subtraction. So what you do first in this sum here is this bit here, because multiplication comes before addition and subtraction. So that sum there really becomes, so there really becomes 8, 2 5s are 10 plus 8 is 18. Okay, try that on your calculator yourselves. Type that on your calculator and see what it gives you. Some calculators, believe it or not, will give you 8 plus 10 is 10, 10 to 50, but a scientific calculator will always give you 18. And what it'll do first is 2 plus 5 is 10 plus 8 is 18. Okay, doke? That makes sense. Right, so here's another one here, okay? Now again, A equals 8, B equals 2, and C equals 5, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're trying to find J. So J equals, place everything, you just copy what's there, the brackets in there. A equals 8 plus 2 and then C is outside it. And remember, when things are together, you just multiply by 5. Okay? So, right, let's go back to the BODMAS here again. Brackets is done first. So, the bit in brackets is done first. So, that gives you 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 times 5, which is 50. Okay? So, again, we just replace everything and multiply by 5. Okay? That gives you 50. Right, this one here, guys, is a wee bit different here. What I've done here, so J equals AC divided by B. That symbol there means divide. Okay, so again, we replace everything. The only thing, J equals A is 8 times C is 5, and then that's all going to be divided by B, which is 2. Okay, so really what you're doing is multiplying those two together, right? 8 5s are 40, dividing your answer by 2. So that means 40 divided by 2, which equals 20. Okay, so I just put in a wee bracket here just to show you what's happened. So AC is 8 times C, 8 times C, 8 5s are 40, and then divided by 2 is 20. Okay, we'll do some work examples now. Okay. Right, guys, so we'll have a look at this wee question here. Okay, so it says here that the cost in pounds C of hiring a car is given by the formula C equals 25D plus 45. So where D is the number of days the car is hired. Find C if D equals 4. So we're trying to find C, which is the cost if D equals 4. Okay, so again, the key of working out this solution is follow the formula. So if I go and look at my formula, well, my formula is there, 25D plus 45. So I want to replace D with what it is. So say D is 4. So all I do then is go down here and C then becomes equal to 25D, which means multiply by, because things are together, D, which is 4, plus 45. Okay, so remember multiplication is done before addition anyway, so 25 times 4 is 100. So that's equal to 100 plus 45, which equals 140. Okay, look. Right, so if I go down now, look at the next question. This works here. So the next question says, right, so the next question, right, so the next question says, the amount of medicine SML to give to a child can be worked out using the formula S equals AM over 150. And it says S is the amount of medicine in milliliters, A is the adult dose in milliliters, and M is the age in months. Okay, so child is 20 months old. So what letter do we think is 20? So if we look up here, a child is 20 months old, which is to do with M is the age. Yep. An adult's dose is 45 mils. So A is a dose of an adult. So what we do here is we go back in, see if I can do it here now, and we go S is what we're trying to find out, equals A, which is the adult dose, which is 45. When things are together, you multiply by M, which is the child's age in months, which is 20 months, okie doke, and then you divide that all by 150. So really we're doing this bit here first. 45 times 20, which I think is 900, and then you divide 900 by 150, which is 6 ml, I think. Okie dokie. I think that's right. So let me see, 900, yeah, 6 ml. So, so the amount of ml the child will need is 6. So again, AM just means A multiplied by M, which is 45 times 20, and divided by 150. So really the formula shows you how to do the sum. Okay, so see if you can do a few practice questions for me now, guys, okay? So we'll just do one more here, I think. Okay, so let me see. So it says a bank uses the formula I equals 0.04p to work out the interest stroke. I is pounds when an amount of pounds is invested for 1 year. Okay, so we're trying to find out what I is and using p, which is pounds. Okay, so work out the interest in a year when 250 pounds is invested. So our formula is I equals 0.04, go one more in, 0.04p. So we're trying to find A, which is equal 0.04, which is 0.04 multiplied by P, which P is placed by 250, which gives me 0.04 times 250 is it £10. And that's the interest, okay? So we'll see if you can do a few questions now.